Good evening, everybody. This is the Select Board meeting of Tuesday, September 8th, 2020.
And to the Republic.
I'd like to remind everyone that the town will be having its September 11th memorial service this week on September 11th. It will be in the courtyard in front of the police station.
Just a reminder, we're not talking about the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee tonight. We are looking for applicants to join. Please take the opportunity to fill out an application. Google Citizen Activity Forum Westford, you'll find it.
We do have a lot of applicants, but I think only 2 of the 19, it actually addressed the questions that we asked to include. So if you've sent it in but haven't answered questions that were asked, please do so before the next meeting.
I was able to attend the first round of tours for the schools last week, and I just wanted to say thanks to all the administrators and the teachers who are really busy setting up all the schools for opening. And I just wanted to really give a shout out because I really appreciate all the energy and hard work that you're putting into it.
Valerie Young has something for open forum.
Schools will open with a full week of in-person early release school days, alternating with a full week of online learning at home. This is a significant increase in the amount of time that working families will require childcare assistance. So I've been working with the Council of Aging to publicize their existing COVID-19 Relief Assistance Fund. This can be a resource to families who may experience a financial hardship with the increased expense of childcare.
Update from our Chief and Deputy Chief of Police on police department activities and procedures over, I guess, the last 6 to 8 weeks.
In February, we began the accreditation process, and it's an independent review. Outside agencies come in and do the review, go over our policies and procedures and rules and regulations, and make sure that we have the best practices in play.
We do participate in the Community Outreach Initiative Network, the COIN program. It's generally used for someone that's experiencing a mental health crisis or substance abuse disorder. We refer them to different services of counselors before they enter into the criminal justice system. I did participate in a Zoom meeting with some members of the Westford Coalition for Change organization, and we've had some interesting opportunities that we may be able to take advantage of through the ACLU and other training opportunities.
We've posted on our website the mission statement, the use of force policies, the reporting of use of force policies, racial gender profiling policies. We were probably one of the first departments in the area to also push out a duty to intervene. And I do want to point out that, during the forum, there was an incident that was described that somebody who was working in town that got stopped 6 or 7 times, and then they actually had to quit their job. What we had learned was the individual did not have a license. We received 0 official complaints on racial profiling, received 0 complaints on excessive force. We haven't had an officer involved shooting since 1973.
Clearly, you and our police department have been listening to the community and taking what they have said and what you've heard to heart.
I think there's so little communication that happens about the goodness and the positive efforts that certain departments are trying to make. And I just want to say, I am tired of hate. Hate is hate, irrespective of whether it's towards any type of individual, any human at all. We do not tolerate hate, and we are going to continue to do everything we possibly can to make sure that you and every other employee of this town who acts responsibly is recognized.
The whole community, I think, appreciates you, and I think most people are really happy with the engagement they've had with you. I also appreciate that you're open to the idea that we have ways to improve.
Just want to say, appreciate the fact that you've maintained positive attitude, open attitude under what's been pretty trying conditions to allow force professional. So thank you for being professional when sometimes our citizens aren't always professional towards you.
I actually met with the chief and the deputy last week because I felt like I needed to understand the chief and deputy as people, as leaders. And even though we kind of left the meeting with the understanding that we're not going to agree probably on a lot of different things, they're at least the foundation that we respect each other and understand that we're all coming from a genuine place of trying to improve the community and just heal our town. I think we need to have more of these conversations and more opportunities of learning each other and understanding where each person is coming from, because I think that's the best way to move towards change and improvement.
At the end of the day, I think we're all committed to the same goal, which is to make Westford the best place that it can be The joint meeting with the Finance Committee.
For fiscal year 21, we are looking at a deficit of about 213,000 right now. We were in a little bit worse shape several months ago. I still have an open position. These were 2 new hires. One was to fill a paramedic firefighter. We had budgeted to fill the patrol officer beginning January 1st.
It's great to see something that looks better than I expect. I guess I also don't want to get too overconfident. I feel like we still have a lot of uncertainty about how long we'll be in this situation, what additional costs will come up. Let's be optimistic, but let's understand where we are and be a little bit careful about making any new commitments.
If we do get a resurgence, the first thing we're going to need is paramedics to respond to that. Police go along with the paramedics. So I think given our concerns with the future, those are 2 we should make the investment in.
So I'll make a motion to continue to support the firefighter paramedic position and the filling of the patrol officer.
There a second?
Aye.
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 Yes.
Aye. There's a lot of work we're going to have to do at special town meeting. 29 articles and 1 resolution. I need a motion to close the warrant.
So moved.
Second. Aye.
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 Yes.
And aye. An update on the COVID-19 situation and impacts on town operations. The first item is the recreational department's Westford Partnership for Children.
It will run at the Millennium Building rather than in the school buildings. We are looking at serving the students during the week that they are in their half-day in-school program. The program would run Monday through Friday, roughly noon to 5:30. We will have bus transportation from the school buildings to the Millennium Building. At roughly $50 a day for the program, it puts us slightly above break even. We have 5 rooms at the Millennium Building, and those 5 rooms can accommodate about 12 students in each room. So we're looking at about 60 students a week. We can serve 120 kids. The most straightforward way for us to do this is to let people know that we're going to open our registration at a certain time, and it would be first come, first serve.
Thank you to
Jody.
everybody who's worked so hard on this and trying circumstances to try, to provide some sort of aftercare for our families and for our children.
I'll make a motion to support the Westford Partnership for Children program that Jim has laid out.
Second.
Second.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye. Reconsider the pilot agreement relative to the Helena Crocker residences.
It does not require town meeting, so I didn't want to just remove that from the agreement. So I'm asking you to revote that.
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Now we have our consent agenda. I want to separate out the items on the consent agenda. 2 of them have to do with Witches Woods, and I know that the board had questions about it last time. And that leaves 2 events on the consent agenda. The request to approve the use of the town common and bandstand for an event called the Great Awakening Save Our Children Rally. A request for a banner for the special town meeting. The applicant is Lynn Cohen on behalf of the League of Women Voters. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Aye.
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 Aye. A request by Neshoba Valley Ski Area for a general license and also a public entertainment on Sunday license. Are there other comments or questions from the board? Nope. Seeing none. Then is there a motion?
So moved.
Yes.
Aye.
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 I'm voting aye, but I would like to say to the health department, I really expect that they monitor this very closely. If there are any violations, that this event be shut down. Minutes for approval. Is there a motion to approve and release?
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye. Town managers report.
We did have a request from a resident seeking some community access real-time, which is CART, translation services, and we are going to apply for the CARES Act funding for reimbursement for this. Secondly, I wanted to announce that we did receive another Massachusetts Green Communities grant for 3 energy efficiency projects at Westford schools. I have a request for you to approve the following contracts: BSC Group, Inc. for final design and bidding documents for the new grave section at the Pine Grove Cemetery, Stantec Consulting for landfill monitoring services, and Blue Cross Blue Shield for health insurance purchase orders, Presidio for Phase 3 of the municipal phone system upgrade requested by the Tech Department, Merrimack Valley Emergency Physicians for medical direction services.
I think you skipped one. Request to vote and execute the bond and anticipation notes.
Yes, I'm sorry, that's a big one.
So I would make a motion to approve the gift, the band notes, and the contracts and POs.
Is there a second?
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
All those in favor? Just raise your hands. Good night, Westford, and everybody stay safe.
Peace out.